Article 25 of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, written in 1948, states that everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of him or herself and of his or her family, including food, clothing, housing, medical care, and necessary social services. The UN document from 1948 still stands in UN policy today. However, the U.S. over these past decades has not been faring too well under the international spectrum for their views on healthcare. Most of the world's developed nations have universal healthcare, and these are the top 10 countries based on GDP, with their correlation to healthcare. The U.S. has none. This graph disproves the notion that a single-payer healthcare system would harm the U.S. economy. In another 2014 study, out of 11 developed nations, the U.S. healthcare system was found to be the most expensive and worst performing in terms of health access, efficiency, and equity. The U.S. is arguably the farthest behind of the developed nations in the 21st century. Bipartisan reform is needed. While single-payer healthcare is usually associated with socialism and the Democratic Party, one prominent Fox News columnist, Charles Crompher, is that how you say it?
We'll guarantee you this. Within a few years, there won't even be an argument about whether or not government has an obligation to ensure that everybody gets health coverage.
There is no doubt that the U.S. has a serious problem with healthcare, or lack of a proper single-payer system that is evident in so many other developed nations today. Therefore, we must act, either by joining organizations like Medicare for All or Justice Democrats, or writing to your local congressman and demanding the need for universal healthcare. Thank you. Article 25 of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, written in 1948, states that